Who is this?
All right, and welcome to another episode of the Pink Boys podcast. This week I'm joined by
Hey.
Welcome back. I don't know if anyone.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm joined by the three wise men of crypto yet again. How are you guys doing?
Yeah,
I'm ill.
good.
Yeah, we're doing all good. You're what? You're uphill?
Feeling kind of
No,
cringe.
I am ill. I'm gay.
Ill as in sick
Oh,
or
yeah.
cool?
Illest.
Wait,
Is the
ill is
illest.
wait, since when does ill mean cool?
Like that's
Yeah.
so ill. Is that just
Yeah.
an American thing?
Is
I
that
heard
an
that.
American?
Yeah, that's like a thing.
Wait,
That's
what?
a very. You're such a distinguished gentleman. You don't pay attention to
This
such
is
crude
off to date with
phrases
rap
like-
culture.
Yeah,
Why would I care about
culture from like the
Americans?
'90s.
Oh, like the realest of the illest.
The
bruh.
illest.
There you
The
go.
illest,
There you
bro.
go.
The illest.
All right. Well, now that we're sounding like boomers, we might as well talk about the boomer coin. Honestly, really fucking pathetic week from Bitcoin. Honestly, the saddest shit I've seen in a really long time. It literally just pumps, and not even pumps. It just does something and then goes down for 3 days, then does something, then goes down for 3 days in a row. To me, this I want to say it looks like accumulation below ETH, and it will inevitably break it. But there's some brief moments where it like skirts around 60K, and I'm kind of like, I could honestly see it just destroying itself from here. I really, really want this shit coin to go into the 50s before going back up to ETH. That's what I think, and I that might be in the cards at this point. But what do you guys think?
Well,
I think
I'm glad you.
It
go
could
on.
be
Go on,
consolidation
Tyson.
over. Oh, sorry, dude. No, I'm just gonna say like it could be consolidation over support. Also,
Oh
the
no.
start of the range was 58, and we're consolidating above 58. So who knows? Maybe we get dumped to like 54 or some shit. But
That's what
yeah.
you've been saying, right, for ages.
Yeah.
He's coping. Let
Um,
him cope.
I don't know. I find it really comfy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm comfy.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
comfy. I like it as well.
It's not doing anything, sure, but like that's good. Like it's fucking melted faces for the last couple of months. Like let's
Yeah,
chill
I
out
mean,
for a second. Let it
I
consolidate.
got on a little scalp short the other day on Bitcoin. It's
That's
actually
disgusting.
it felt great.
That's gross.
Would you short?
But
I'm short selling
Oh.
should be illegal.
altcoins are doing nice. I got in on Luna at 40, Dot at like 44. I think both of
Hey.
those went to all-time high. Feels good.
Yeah, nice, dude. I'm proud of you.
Dude, the
Are you-
absolute fucking Chad Solana and went from like 200 to like 257 now. Just keeps
Yeah.
going up.
Yeah,
It's still pumping.
it's
Yeah.
such a fuck. Is that the next Ethereum? Like, are we really that fucking blind? Is it gonna go to 4K? We're gonna be like,
Have you already
"Oh, it was
forgotten
too much."
BNB's run?
Yeah, fucking true, eh? And it's like, oh, it will come back down. It didn't come back down.
Oh man.
I mean,
is what it is.
it's gonna be hitting 500 pretty soon. I feel like not pretty soon, but within the by end of year, I would say.
End of market
because-
cycle, I would say for sure.
I would not be surprised.
Okay, you know how
Wow.
like last episode I said, 2 episodes ago, I said maybe Solana's at 400. I might want to revise that.
Okay,
Maybe,
you can't
maybe at the
revise that
peak.
shit.
maybe at the
Well,
peak.
you know
You see
what?
1K Solana.
Even if I was just about to make the ETH comparison, but you just came along and did
honestly,
that for me.
was Solana the real link? $1 to 1,000.
Dude, so many coins were the real link. BNB
Everything was the real
fucking
link.
Solana.
Everything
Everything
except
but Link was
fucking
the real
chain
link.
link was the real fucking chain link. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know what's a big no brainer that was actually really bothering me because I started using it to fuck around on to get things onto the Phantom chain is Binance. That shit is fucking sorry, not Binance, BNB. That shit is fucking insane. And I remember when it was like $20 or $10. That was literally the most like you literally just needed a moronic like lizard brain to just buy that when it was that low. Like, why would it not? How is it? It's literally like 600 now. It's gonna be 1,000. Like,
do you know a fun fact?
What?
A really fun fact. So when I first got into crypto in 2019, I was like laughing on a certain image board as having made it because it's pretty funny to do that. And they're like, "Oh, what coin do you suggest?" And I was like, BNB, because if crypto grows, then Binance grows, and Binance is the largest exchange, so like you'd be stupid not to buy BNB. And so I used to shill that to fucking people all the time, other than Link, because I was like, Link, it's fucking stealth mode, if you remember that phase.
You flooded yourself.
Yeah, I know. And I think I owned a whole bunch of BNB when it was like at 30, 40 Australian dollars. So that would have been like $20 US, or $25 US. And then I had to sell all of it to cover a stupid fucking long I was underwater in. Like a few months before it popped the fuck off. And it's just like really upsetting. And holy shit, I just saw an ad for NFTs on my screen just come up. That's kind of insane.
No, that's a good example of like karmic justice. Like you say something and it comes back to bite you in the ass.
Yeah,
that's actually the reason why I've just like stopped making predictions or saying outlandish shit anymore. I remember I used to, like when Link was like under $1, I used to say, dude, if it can just hit 50, that's all I ever want in life. And then it came true, and we still feel like shit, right?
Oh, without a doubt. And its action recently has just been more abysmal and pathetic than Bitcoin. It literally just, whatever Bitcoin does, it matches it barely. But then when Bitcoin drops, Link's like, I'm going to do that, except like ×2 leverage or something. It's like absolutely.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think Link is showing some pretty good strength right now.
It's not too bad.
I don't know how, but I think it is as well. But anytime you think it's going to be the moment where it breaks above 36, either Bitcoin kills itself or Link just decides to just kill itself anyways. It's like
Link's like a teenage. It's like a teenage girl, you know. She can't really decide if she wants to like leave this world or not. So it kind of like teeters on the brink, like every once in a while. And then maybe one day they'll commit to it and actually man the fuck up and do something.
Link is just sitting by listening to My Chemical Romance.
I can't decide if I want to be a teenage girl either.
And has like that has like pictures of like Sergey on her wall being like, "Why don't you love me?"
So that's so funny because there are a few like Link rap songs. There should definitely just be an emo one.
Oh,
for
dude,
sure.
the old ones are great.
That's so good.
Yeah,
the old Link rap songs, the Vocaroos from back in the day, those are great.
Yeah, no, they're definitely not bad. Well, I mean, besides Link, I know. You were talking about you were in like Luna for a second and stuff like that. Isn't there like some other stuff popping off? I think Tyson was not Adam. What's the other one? It's like Adam, Luna, and then there was one more.
Polka Dot.
Yeah, Polka Dot's been going.
Yeah.
You're in that one too.
Ballistic.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's going well.
Price discovery for Polka Dot coming soon.
It's already in.
Coming soon, TM. Coming soon, TM. That's
I mean, it's already broken all-time highs. So.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Wait, what's the difference between breaking all-time highs and price discovery?
Yeah.
That's when it starts rallying hard. Like, it doesn't matter if you break all-time high by like $1. That's not price discovery. It's when you consolidate and chill at all-time high, then boost off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's happening for Polka Dot soon. How's AVAX doing? Because AVAX is in that class of.
Dude, AVAX is doing so good, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna hit like 110, 120.
Dude, God,
man, you should really. Someone should really put together like an ETF for these like, these coins, so you can have like an instrument and you could trade. You know what I mean? They're kind of all in the same basket.
That's a good idea. Did you just yell what?
Yeah. Did you
I'm looking at AVAX now. I'm sneezing.
That sounded like you clicked a button that said
a sound effect. Yeah, it's like what?
That was genuine emotion coming from you there.
You're now illustrating genuine shock for everyone. I appreciate we got that live on air.
Yeah. What the fuck?
That's really funny. Yeah, it's so funny though because all these coins that we're talking about were all at the same price as Link at one point, and all we had to do was get rid of Link and just get.
All we had to do was literally was 2 clicks. Was sorry, a grand total of 5 clicks. Are you ready for these 5 clicks?
Maybe 5 clicks and a little Google Authenticator move.
On Binance,
Oh,
you
that's the
your,
most annoying
go to your
thing
link,
when you're
you
doing
click
anything in crypto.
market, then you do sell 100%, and then you'd go click to any one of these other coins on your handy, easily accessible quick watch coins, and then you click market, and then 100% buy, and then you would have made it by now.
Just make sure you don't have margin enabled, because if you press 100%, instead of like putting in an order of 100% of literally what you have, it'll put 100% of what you can do. That includes leverage.
Is it chat of me that I've never done a limit buy or sell in my entire life, and I just market buy and sell everything?
I used to be like that, but then you're a fucking no. It's unbased because you're paying more in fees.
No, I'm based.
You are paying more in fees.
It's $10. Who cares?
I care. Every cent counts, bitch.
I mean,
what the heckin' $10 Renos?
Yeah, the heckin' $10 Renos.
Yeah, but that feeling when you get the perfect entry with your limit orders, and oh god, it's even that feel when you punt in an order and you do like a bajillion of them to get an average of them, and you're watching them hit one by one. Oh.
See, I'm not adept enough as a trader to do that successfully, but you're the eye in the sky that sees all above the charts eye.
Tyson knows what I'm on about, right?
Yeah.
You know when you
I just feel like one big
the lines across the screen, the horizontal ones, and as they disappear, those little drops of dopamine that you get.
Oh yeah.
The Binance sound effects are going off.
I like I think KuCoin makes a noise when you buy or sell, and I'm like addicted to it. It's like ching, it does like a, I don't know, like a register noise.
It's like those it's like those slot machine fucking tactics to get you keep fucking having a slap, you know? Like it's like hitting your dopamine receptors at a certain frequency.
It's literally bing bing wahoo. That's what
They're
it
all
is.
need you to quiet down your toy before the plane takes off. Bing bing. Yeah, well, that's what happened with me recently, because I got into. It's so funny because last week I spurged out about this guy Harry Ye on Phantom during a conference, and I actually looked into one of his projects called Tomb, and I got completely enveloped in it and bought
balls
in.
Deep, mate. Balls deep.
Balls deep, 500% APY, got all my Phantom in there, getting T-shares, staking, and it's like the UI is like purple with a bunch of graves, and you're like in a graveyard and shit like that. And I just realized like this is the online crypto version of. Yes, I did. It was bonkers. This is like the online boomer version of sitting at like a colorful slot machine.
Yeah, it is, dude. It is.
I totally fell for it, and I'm loving every second. So thanks to that guy for scamming me and everyone else.
That's literally how Binance Futures, the platform, was developed, is for it to be really easy to like click buy and like long and short. It's like literally a slot machine. You put in $100, and you're like, oh, 100x leverage, buy. And then like either it hits or it doesn't, and like it's an actual slot machine.
Well, that's like how Facebook socially engineers people to have just ridiculous social interactions and create dopamine addictions for teenagers. It's the same thing with crypto websites. You know what they're thinking when they put this shit in there, or they know what they're thinking. They know when they click this button,
they want more use.
I mean, they literally have the screen capture function where you can share your gains.
Yeah, I know.
It has like a.
It's like to the moon, 500%, bitch. It's like, dude.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is too easy, that kind of thing.
Just create your own top signals with one click.
And then, the best thing is the other side of the. You know how there's those like percentage gain, things you can flex into your friends on. You also have the other side of that, which is the liquidation emails, which are even more based.
Oh yeah.
And I have a couple of those in my inbox.
Dude,
and
I've counted this right. I have 65 liquidation emails.
Nice. You gotta love how they don't give you an email for a successful trade, but they do go ahead and give you an email for when you're absolutely BTFO'd.
Yeah.
Like they just want that beep to come through your phone. They don't care if you're making money. They only want you to hear it when you're losing.
When you get texts where it's like your margin. I have been asleep. Like I've been trying to get to sleep, and then I get a text from Binance, like the automated text saying, "Yo, your margin level is approaching dangerous levels." I'm like, "Cunt, I'm trying to sleep."
It's like even imagine you don't have any internet and you're like stuck on an island.
Message to pigeon.
Yeah, but you get an SOS message from Binance and it says, "Oh, your margin's low."
Your margin's low. Please add additional margin or risk liquidation.
They just drop a fucking care package that says like you've been liquidated.
That reminds me of the funds are Seifu video from back in the day.
Yeah, I love that video. It's so great.
Oh yes.
I don't know if it's classified information or not, and you can stop me if it is. But the platform that you use or used at one point, I think it's called Femex or whatever.
I still use Femex, yeah.
You still use that? Whenever you show screenshots of like your gains on there, it looks like really addicting. Like yeah.
Femex
like
is one of
very
the nicest
aesthetic.
UIs of any of these platforms.
Let me have a look.
Especially the mobile app.
They have like specialized quotes for like how well your trade's doing. Like if it's up 2x, it says like good job, but then if it's up 10x, it's like holy wowzers or some shit.
So, something like that.
Femex
is really great.
Is Femex KYC?
No KYC.
That's tight.
It's literally right up there. It's probably better than KuCoin in my opinion.
How many?
It's probably Femex right there. Okay, Femex, best non KYC exchange out there.
KuCoin's pretty good. I recommend KuCoin.
KuCoin's good, but Femex has no fee spot trading as well. Like zero fee spot trading.
I'm all
and Femex has the cross margin on Femex. It works really well, and their liquidation engine is great.
Yeah, I will actually check that out. And I
is it like a half liquidation like FTX where it doesn't cancel your entire position?
I'm not sure. It's been a while since I hit the liquidation.
Damn, he's in the money right now. What was that?
In the money.
For real. What was that one, Tyson? You kind of it's a long time ago, as in like 4 days ago. But what was that Ocean? You were talking. You mentioned Ocean to us, and it popped off like 30 minutes after you shilled it. Dude, so what was that all about?
Yeah, what's it at right now?
96, I think. But I looked at the chart; it was so fucking good. I told you guys, and like literally, as I was like about to go to sleep an hour afterwards, it just starts popping the fuck off.
Did you sell?
I sold half.
But now you've held it right back down, and that's kind of sadder.
Well, my entry's still way below, so
yeah. But it's, you could have had way more money.
Actually, no. I took out my initial and I put it into Merit Circle.
Oh, base.
So that's actually 4x. One of our friends, base Chad, Beck, shilled Merit Circle, which is like some gaming shit, right? And I'm like, I'm just gonna ape in like a couple thousand. And it just fucking like 2x's the next day. Like, holy shit.
That's vacation money right there.
I look on Twitter and like apparently all these Twitter people are aping into it as well. So based.
Damn.
I'm going to stop you there. Please stop saying aping in.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
Stop.
Because, yeah.
I'll tell you what. Is it more annoying when I say ath, or is it more annoying when Tyson says aping in? I think
honestly, ape.
They're
both pretty comfy. They're both pretty comfy.
No, they're not.
They're pretty.
No, okay. I'm actually gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna defend Moyer saying ath now. At least ath is original and it's fresh. Ape in is cringe. It's a bit too zoom appealed even for me.
Yeah, aping in just I don't know. It's a little Reddit, Tyson.
It has a few cringe connotations.
It just looks like you guys don't have diamond hands. So
shut the fuck up.
Diamond hands and
buy GameStop, bro.
Can we talk about those guys? There are still GME bag holders to this day.
Yeah, of course there are, and there are still fucking Funfair bag holders. It's you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, but Funfair bag holders are like they qualify as early crypto people, whereas GME people are quite literally the most financially illiterate of the financially illiterate.
Okay, can I say something though? The GME chart actually looks better than Chainlink's chart right now.
Can you please post a comparison on Twitter? I would really appreciate. I would actually want to have a look at that. So if you could do that.
Look at that as well.
I'm looking at it now, and you're not wrong. God damn it. God damn it.
I will say though, I do like when people stick around with some things for way too long, like the fact that there's an XRP like schizo army.
Still, yeah. I mean, I love cults. You know what I mean? Like, I love cults, and I
You're
was
in
part
one,
of
so,
one.
yeah.
I was a part of one. But I managed to break free and sell my stinkers. But like, yeah, I mean, those hardcore, like those, RLC digital oil guys are still around.
I remember that.
Dude, they're still
RLC.
around.
I feel bad for those guys. They're, supposed to have their link moment.
Yeah, I know. And I when I first started off, I had a percentage of my portfolio in RLC before I decided to go full all into Link. And I'm so glad I did. But like, because for the longest time they were around the same price. But man,
why are you guys
those
still
guys still believe.
You realize like RLC has pulled a 38x since last year. They're not doing so bad.
That's not us though.
Crazy, man. That's crazy.
Only since I remember. When did ROC come around? I remember. I
Early
remember
2019.
Yeah,
Early
2019.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Oh, that was a good year for crypto. Looking back, honestly,
it was so
honestly,
comfy.
it's so underrated.
A good time for crypto was fucking May of this year, dude. If you were just,
I think in a couple
around
months'
that
time, we're gonna be talking about now. Now is a good time for crypto. Like, let's kind of like live in the moment.
No,
there's a lot of stuff happening right now. Like there are some trains, and you don't want to miss them. I feel like
2019 was
like
as
Floki
comfortable as it gets.
Bonk Inu coin. That's what the train you don't want to miss. Zombie Floki Bonk Inu coin.
Oh my God.
All in and aping on
died
that.
out. I think that's
Yeah, I
died
think that's
out.
done. I think we're
Dude,
done
you know
for the
what's-
time being.
I
Guys,
cannot
you know what's the
fucking wait for the
ultimate-
bear market.
You know what's the ultimate fucking redemption story?
What?
What?
You guys remember Holochain?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me see how
Yes.
much this shit is up. This shit
It
is
Yeah,
up.
popped
he hasn't even looked at it, and he's talking
This
about
is up,
redemption.
this is up 110x
Oh,
since last
Jesus.
year.
What the fuck?
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a nice.
It's funny
chart.
because we did bring it up before about how the zombie coins of like 2017 and 18 were gonna make a comeback, like the green ghosts in the third Lord of the Rings movie, and they kind of did. Like I flippantly brought up Bat last week and it pulled up a 50% just like out of nowhere. And then I think IODEX or something like that popped off. Hot is going. Like I wouldn't
PYR bros. PY fucking
Let's
R.
fucking go.
Let's go.
Oh, I didn't know that was
shilling this
cool.
shit.
Programmed.
We've been shilling this shit for weeks. For weeks.
Oh, Vulcan
months.
Forged.
Yeah,
That's
Vulcan
what
Forge
related
is
to
programmed.
Yeah,
Programmed.
I'm seething.
OpenSea.
I'm seething.
On fucking,
Yeah.
and don't say we didn't fucking tell you, because me and Tyson would not shut the fuck up about it.
Told me. You told me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
it's
what,
wonderful.
if we could combine all of our brain strength for one moment, which might equate to one brain, can any of you, in some sort of layman's term, tell me what the fuck this metaverse stuff is? And I'm not trying to disregard it. I just have like, how does it relate to cryptocurrency? Like, I don't get it. I don't get the relationship.
Well, I think it relates to NFTs. I think it relates to NFTs.
Yeah.
I don't think it relates to like blockchain.
Okay.
So PYR,
Um,
it's actually like an NFT creation studio, apparently.
Let's go.
I
Let's
thought
go.
Meta
Owning
was,
it's like
Facebook
during a gold rush, own
rebranded.
the shovels, baby, and that's what we're doing. We're owning the fucking shovels.
The way I
imagine-
see it, Meta
Yeah.
is the start of. Well, it's not the start, but it's one of the snowballs in the Globo Homo dissension.
Okay.
Well, like
mean-
Ready Player One, kind of stuck in your room with like your Oculus Rift on, like, experiencing the world, man.
Well, it's like
you
what
saw that
Tyson
video
said.
of Mark Zuckerberg with his VR avatar thing, right?
Of
Oh,
course.
saw
Yeah,
that,
I think
right?
so. Yeah. With the like TV host person, with the interview.
Yeah, no,
he did.
no, his own avatar.
Yeah, it
what
looks
was wrong with
looks
it?
nightmarish. Yeah.
Yeah, now imagine a Reddit world to immerse yourself in. How
Don't
keen is that
don't
gonna
have
be?
to, mate. I'm fucking
would-
living in it. I'm
I
living
would
in it.
love to be
Yeah,
in a
With
self-defense
Tyson saying
situation
he's
in a
open
Reddit
into
world.
shit.
Oh
Would
no,
you
it would
say
be fucking keener. Imagine going in there and arguing with people. What a
Hell yeah.
pastime! What a pastime!
Dude, imagine like
Awesome.
physically beating up Redditors. Holy beast.
I guess you could live out that power fantasy in there, but I just don't get I just don't understand the concept of it in relation to crypto. But if it relates to NFTs, it makes sense. But it's also taking things a little bit far. Like everyone should calm down about that. But
Well,
it's too late.
It's the same. I've said this before, but like it's the same value proposition as a rare CS:GO skin, right? An NFT. Like
No, but it's not though.
An NFT and a rare CS:GO skin, they're essentially the same. It's just that NFTs, you can like bridge them to other chains and you can swap them for like different assets and stuff. But a CS:GO skin, you can't really swap it without decentralized.
NFTs are, in a sense, they're truly
systems.
scarce. There's that. So
Yeah.
But could
Yeah.
you? But I have a question though, because could you mint an NFT that's identical to another NFT, but it's unique because it's not that NFT?
I have no idea.
That's what I thought about that the other day. I was like, what's stopping me from saving a picture, enlarging its full size slightly, and then reminting that? I
Yeah.
don't really.
That's
guess,
a different chain now.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
that's like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fork Bitcoin, and I'm gonna be Satoshi now."
Yeah.
It doesn't quite
Sanjay's
work
vision.
like
Let's
that.
go.
Which I guess is just the same thing as Shadow Link and other popular forks.
Yeah.
Shadow. Oh, you guys remember Shadow forks?
Yes, I
Like, all
remember
the
that.
different
Of course.
cubes and
I
stuff.
love that stuff.
Yeah, God.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That was one of Bizanuki's last videos. Remember?
No, it was one of his first.
Shadow
One of his
Fork.
first.
Yeah, it was the earliest
Shadow
one.
Fork. Was it one of his first or his last?
one of his
I
first.
can't
No,
remember.
definitely not one of his last.
No, it wasn't. It was one of his last. I'm pretty sure it was one of his
I will
last.
die
No,
on
it
this
was
hill.
the earliest one. One of the earliest.
I will die on this hill, bitch.
Did he delete his video or something? Hold on, let me. You know what?
I'm not
Hey.
sure.
Yeah, I want to know something.
Okay.
What?
I turned 21 this week.
Oh,
Hey,
does that
nice.
mean anything in your
Congratulations.
country? Does that mean
Not
anything?
really.
Happy
No.
birthday.
Yeah. In America, it's a really big deal, obviously.
All right,
Well,
I'm
you finally get
capitulating.
that
You guys were right. It's one of his earliest ones.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
wrong.
shit on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, I feel old now. I woke up and my joints were stiffer. My bones kind of creaked a little bit.
Stop,
On the
dude.
bright
Being
side,
21 Being
congrats,
21
you
might
finally
as
get
well be like 13. What'd you say, Tyson?
21. I was gonna say congrats. You can finally have sex.
He just needs to find a donor first, I guess. So.
Yeah, fucking I'm like a bit of a charity case, you know, like do your community service work.
You guys see that story like a couple years ago about this girl who sold her virginity for like 2.5 million?
Good for her.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Good for her. Get that bag. I think that's more honorable than
No,
like
that's-
OnlyFans.
I want to know who's.
Come on.
No, I'm
Really?
not even gonna go there.
Okay.
Do you have a problem with that, Tyson?
Yeah, I mean, she should be.
Yeah, but if you could sell your virginity for 2.5 mil, would you do it? Absolutely.
Who the fuck is gonna buy that?
Women.
What?
Men are different from women, though. Like,
Oh my
a woman's
god.
virginity is special.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Though.
I'm gonna have to cancel this podcast after Tyson said something so ridiculously sexist. So
Yeah.
you cannot say that. But well, here, hey, what if you looked at it this way? That girl, I don't know if she was Polish or American Polish or Russian or something like that. It's either A, sell your virginity for 2.5 million, and the guy probably like does like 3 pumps and then finishes, and that's it, or you lose it for free to some fucking loser that doesn't even care about you, that you won't end up marrying anyways.
And it's still 3 pumps anyway. So like
yeah, or less, you know, if you were a teenager, that wasn't me.
Or the third option, you lose it to your lawfully wedded husband. How about that?
Oh my god. Where is this going?
Tyson,
Jesus
I
Christ.
know you haven't waited until marriage, so shut the fuck up.
You know what, Tyson? If you want to talk like a traditionalist, why don't you fucking live like one for like 5 fucking seconds?
He's laughing. He's laughing.
Yeah.
You are laughing.
You just
Everyone,
fucking
he's
switched me and
laughing.
Moyer
None
on.
of this is serious, right, Tyson?
Actually, speaking of, I guess, thoughts and getting money, I just realized you lead that in pretty well. Did you guys see what happened with that Island Boys coin?
No,
No.
can you run me down on that? Like I've been seeing that, but I haven't seen
Quick
the whole-
rundown.
Yeah.
I'll give you the quick rundown. So basically, there's this girl on Twitter called Moon Girl or something, and she's pretty hot.
Oh.
I mean, who cares? I'll just call her
We-
hot.
We
And-
talked about. Oh no, I'm thinking about someone else. Never
That's,
mind.
yeah,
keep
yeah,
going.
that's someone else. That's
You're
someone
definitely
else.
thinking of someone else. So you're not even. You just.
Oh
completely
no,
feel me
I do
straight.
know what you're on about now. Keep going.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm glad you're informed now, so I appreciate that. But basically, these developers for this coin based on the Island Boys, which are those guys with the ridiculous like stalactite
haircuts. Yeah.
stalactite haircuts, like straight up or whatever. Not them, but the people who made the coin offered her 1% of the supply of the token for her to shill it on Twitter. And they just said, yeah, just say something like, oh, this coin bussin' or something like that. And all she did was say like, LOL, there's an Island Boy coin now or something like that. And they realized with like the popularity of the token and the way it was functioning that if she sold everything right now, it would kind of like destroy the coin. So they're like, could you please not sell it? Could you hold a lot of the supply? You might destroy its like integrity or whatever.
Yeah. Something like
if
that.
you sell your share. So basically, she just made up some. She held on to the supply, and she even told them in negotiation, she's like, I don't plan on holding this long term. Like it's obviously shit, and they went through with it anyways, and she basically transferred everything to another wallet. Market sold all of it, and I guess I can't think of a better thing to
How
say.
much did she get away with?
Didn't she shill it to her followers as well before she dumped the entire thing?
Hey, she held up that side of the bargain. She did shill it like she said she would for them, and she made out with like $100,000, which good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth that much if it destroyed her figure, like her presence permanently, which it does. I don't think it did. You can't destroy the power of simps with something like that as quickly as others would think. So I mean, I think she's fucking based, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, I would have done the exact same thing if I was in her shoes.
Yeah. Just imagine you're a bunch of pussies who put together some like shitty low cap coin that can't do anything. And I noticed the reaction on Twitter was like in favor of the token creators. It's like these guys are like, how could you possibly be on their side? They completely screwed it up from the start. What did they think was going to happen?
It's like either get scammed by this fucking thought before it even pumps, or get scammed after it pumps by the devs, right?
Yeah, the devs rug.
This was basically this was an opportunity for otherwise trashy people on crypto Twitter to get on their moral high horse and kind of be a good person for once. Like, oh, this is horrible. Oh, how could you do this? My poor people. How could you do this to the poor people? And then like 2 days later, they're posting like fucking poor normies posting a picture of his Lambo with his fucking Rolex or something.
That is so
and then
true.
like taking a trip to Dubai and then like not paying the bill. Turns out they were only a laugh all along.
Dude, I read this tweet that said that the majority of CT didn't make it from trading, that the majority of CT made it from pre-sales, right? It's like there's literally no difference from someone that made it off pre-sales than doing what she did. The only difference is like the discretion. She's discrediting like what she's doing, while people from pre-sales aren't doing anything. They're just getting the unlocks and they're just dumping it straight away. Yeah. So it's like,
speaking of unlock, the VC unlock on Rose coming up very soon.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
But that's priced in. I think that's priced in personally.
I think it's very priced in. It took me years to learn that something that, it's just people think that something will happen and then right after that price will go up. It's like, no, it's like the entire art of it. But I got rid of my Rose for something much better. So now I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Dude, it's so cozy being a fucking Rosie.
Well, it's, I think
how's your fucking UFO coins doing?
Yeah, how the fuck are your UFO coins doing?
I consolidated my garbage like UFO and whatever the fuck Undead Sheep and all that. I went big time on fucking Cadena Babena. Nice. And I'm telling you what, it's working out for me so far. My friend shilled it to me when it was around 20 cents 3 months ago, and I didn't do much with it, only a little bit. But now I got a bit, and it's going to like $30 without a doubt. It's at like, I don't know, like 12 or 13 now. It's gonna go to 30. It's not even in like the top 50, and it's definitely got the right backers and everything. And it's so funny. On a certain image board, you'll see threads about it sometime, and everyone calls each other like sisters.
You mean Reddit, right?
No, it's not Reddit. And they call each other like sisters They're like, "Oh, we're crashing, sisters. What do we do?" And they're like, "How am I going to afford my surgery now?"
Oh no, no.
All my hectic HRT pills.
Yeah, but
Oh,
like
no,
they're
no,
all
no.
LARPing, but the way they talk about being cadena holders and like sisters, like it's like a coven or something, it makes me crack up. It's like really fucking funny. So
Better than
my-
Marine. That's what I can
Oh,
say.
yeah. Well, that's
For the
totally
scammers
Lord.
out there, you just gave me an idea. For the scammers out there,
Why do you
there is
tell
a
them?
we just have to. We're,
Yeah,
we're a good
fine.
podcast like that. We
We're
give away all the
sh-
good ideas.
Sharing the knowledge.
We knock you
But
out first, and then
listen,
knock.
listen.
I want
There's an entire
5%
audience you
though.
can
I want
capitalize on. The
5%.
K-pop community. You need to make some kind of K-pop thing. Make it seem like, oh, you're supporting Jackie
Jungkook.
Chan,
Oh, okay.
Naruto, Goku, all of those K-pop famous people.
Imagine a fucking BTS
people
coin.
are
That would be
Korean.
so based.
Wait, what?
None of those people you just said are Korean.
Goku, Naruto, those are famous K-pop singers, right?
Japanese.
Okay.
Oh yes,
stick to,
Goku, the
like,
famous
K-pop.
Korean.
Dude.
Shikamaru.
How is there not like a BTS coin or like a Jungkook coin or whoever the fuck those people are? Like, just make a
Jungkook.
coin for BTS stands.
Squid Game.
Dude,
Squid Game. Oh, that
Yeah,
shit took off.
and they
Yeah.
got rugged. That was pretty funny.
What about a fucking Squid Game swap? Squid Game swap. That would be fucking.
That already
big.
exists.
that sounds so
already
gross.
happened. That already
People
happened. Yeah.
People
Squid
were
swap.
FOMOing hard into that thing, and the devs hadn't even like enabled selling or anything.
Yeah,
so
there
the
was no
chart was just a
mechanism.
straight line.
There was no mechanism to sell. Like, you couldn't sell. It wasn't possible. Like-
that reminds me of the Biz meme where it's like, wait, you can't cash out. You didn't think you could cash out.
Please get a job. You know what? Why are we recording this? Let's just go out and make that now. Disable selling. Sell
Yeah.
into ETH.
Yeah.
Retire. We'll
Yeah.
be in Thailand by
Honestly,
tomorrow.
I'm honestly a believe short selling should be illegal. You know,
Why?
because it just
No.
makes people sad.
I
So
agree
you-
1000%, Adam.
It makes
Yeah.
me super
What?
happy though.
Well, like, unironically, you shouldn't be able to sell an asset that doesn't exist.
Yes.
does
Have you
exist.
ever shorted anything to the bottom?
Yeah,
Do you know how
dude,
satisfying that feels?
Dude, I shorted Link right down to the local bottom at $13 this time round. It was fucking awesome.
Okay.
But
There you go,
in
then.
terms of like the actual like behind
If you
it
say
all-
moral,
no, but like the actual like the financial mechanism behind it is fucking stupid.
okay,
Because-
yeah, it kind of is, yeah.
Yeah,
you know how
and
shorting
you-
No,
works?
you're not. Well, the way I saw
literally-
it was
Like with shorting, you're literally just borrowing like
you're
someone's
borrowing
asset.
an asset. Yeah,
and
but then you
just
can sell.
selling it.
You can. But the thing is, there's
Yeah.
things called naked shorting where you can short without borrowing the asset. It's fucking retarded.
But is that not
Um,
only on? Is that not derivatives? Though?
It's in trads. No, it happens in trads a lot. Which is why that's the reason why GameStop thing happened was because of naked shorts because they couldn't cover.
There were
Oh,
too many hedge
gotcha.
funds
Okay,
driving the
okay.
price down. So I
Mhm.
think Adam's making a good argument that if shorting and I guess to a degree longing didn't exist, you'd have healthier, less erratic price action from manipulative whales. I guess.
Yeah,
that could
exactly.
be
Yeah.
something like.
But
and
like,
you
hey,
wouldn't
don't
be
get me wrong.
including scum either. So
Yeah, and also margin is like actual like cocaine mixed with ketamine mixed with fucking empty. I don't know. It's a drug, and it's not good for you. Margin isn't good for you.
How crazy is
Yeah.
it? Like shorting is like second nature to us now, or like margin trading. But in 2017, it like barely existed besides BitMEX.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
BitMEX,
weird.
right? Yeah.
Like
And then,
everyone's just doing spot trades.
And then Binance introduced their margin platform, and
Yeah, yeah.
and then the rest is history. Now everybody has margin up to like 10x, 100x, a million x, like, which is what's concerning, right? Like,
I think it's great, honestly, because it lets you have a lot of your stuff in cold storage, and you can essentially you can hedge.
yeah, but your risk level's
anytime.
kind of like stupid.
what happened with BitMEX? Didn't something happen with that or no?
Yeah, they got fucked over by the SEC.
SEC.
Oh, so
So
they
everyone
got
just
wrecked.
migrated off to Binance.
I miss
or
Arthur Bros.
Bybit.
Yeah,
I
fucking
miss Arthur so
Dude,
much.
good riddance for that piece of shit exchange, though.
Yeah,
I've got
Arthur.
I've
So
been
manipulative.
so many
Arthur
Arthur
times.
Hayes,
Shit.
Arthur Hayes, the guy who
Arthur Hayes, John
actually
McAfee.
yeah.
I miss those guys.
Yeah, Arthur Hayes is
Bizanaki,
related
John
to the
McAfee,
Bogdanovs.
Arthur Hayes. I want them all back.
I fucking hate McAfee. I'm glad he's dead. It's fucking selfish.
Oh, come on.
Dude, he's just such a
Okay, would you rather have
narcissistic-
him or Elon Musk for the Bull Run?
Honestly,
Like the
Elon
mascot
Musk
of the
at
Bull
least
Run.
can make a difference.
Yeah,
even
he
though
can make a
does
coin. He can make a
bad
coin
stuff.
pump.
What? No,
Not
McAfee
even
made a
in the
point,
sense
which
of
was
crypto and just whatever. Go ahead.
nah. No, McAfee. Tyson, come on.
Remember when McAfee tweeted about XVG and it went 100x? That was pretty great.
See, that couldn't happen anymore. Those were the old
Yeah.
days. You can't do that anymore. But
Well, actually,
he
no,
just
it did
turned-
happen with Dogecoin, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
listen. The reason why, one of the reasons why I love McAfee, a lot of the prostitutes that he's been with have been interviewed, and they speak of the things that he asked
Yeah,
them to
like
do.
shit on him and stuff, right?
Yeah, like he'd have them like shit in his mouth and stuff.
Yeah.
and that guy is the guy that you enjoy.
Yeah, listen, that takes a very unique kind of person to pay someone to do that to you.
Dude, what am I listening to? Right? Interesting, unique, and somewhat mysterious because he likes just taking shits in the mouth.
Yeah.
No, listen,
Yeah,
he
you know he
married
has
a
no
prostitute.
fucking. He has no
No,
boundaries.
listen, he got married to a prostitute.
You're not helping your cause. He became such an attention-seeking narcissist closer to his death, and then he just fucking kills himself. All right, like, come on.
He did
Yeah,
not.
but
kill
he didn't
himself.
kill himself.
He got
He got-
suicided.
He got suicided. He didn't kill himself. Don't be
Yeah.
silly. Don't be
For
silly.
what?
He knows
nothing
too much.
valuable.
He
Like
knows
what?
way too much.
No, he was
No,
such an
what?
extreme
He won-
narcissist. He
didn't
couldn't
he
live
go
out
on,
his days in jail. That's why he killed
Didn't he go on
himself.
Fox News or something and he gave away like the exploit for all electronics? I can't remember the details, but he's talking about how like you can like enter any electronic through its RAM. You don't need to go through software or anything. Like it's so easy apparently for agencies to get into your shit that
Agencies, the glowies.
the
I think
glowies,
I think you're being a bit apocryphal with his legacy, and it's a little
I don't
overrated.
know, maybe I
think
am.
I
I'm
think he's
taking-
just as
I'm taking
schizo this
them
is
up.
like retarded shit, you know? Like, it's
Yeah.
easy for him to go up and say, oh, you can do this and do that, but
Yeah.
like,
I'm sorry,
is he on his meds?
Jeffrey Epstein definitely didn't kill himself. John McAfee definitely killed himself. That's
I don't know.
for sure.
I don't know.
Nah, I
He
think
didn't
they
know
both
some
got
secret
suicided.
shit, or else he would have said it. No dead man's drive. Nothing happened
That's
after he
true.
died. He
There
killed
was no
himself
dead
in
man.
jail because he's a
There
bum.
was no Dead Man's Drive, which was kind of cringe. I was looking
Yeah.
forward to that. I was
Not
really
that we
looking
know
forward
of
to that.
yet. You never know. Maybe he's got like he
What about
has got some
Epstein?
blockchain.
Didn't
Remember
Epstein have a
Ghost?
fucking? Didn't Epstein have a failsafe? And that
I
didn't.
think
go
Ghislaine
anywhere?
Maxwell is a failsafe. Probably.
Oh,
That's
okay,
why.
she's
That's
got
why the case has been so quiet. You know. So,
Okay.
But
Ah.
Dude,
That's a
I've
different
never
story.
wanted to kill someone more when fucking Ben Shapiro came out and said, you're insane if you think Epstein killed himself. If he didn't kill
Did
himself.
he say
I'm
that?
like, yeah, he just came out like say, oh, according to my calculations, I'm a
Actually, no. I'm
Actually.
gonna need you to provide your sources on that.
yeah, I need a citation that Jeffrey Epstein was a bad.
All right. Well, getting away from popular right-wing Twitter figures and mysterious deaths. Actually, wait. I don't know why I should be laughing, but it kind of did you guys just see what happened at that Travis Scott concert like a few hours ago?
Yeah, I know, dude. That's so full on.
I have no idea. I heard a little bit. Someone died.
So fucked.
That's all I
Well,
know.
Funniest
pretty
video
much.
ever.
Well, you know, people died. Not that funny, but it's I don't know. Yeah. Well, so there's the Astro
What the fuck?
Astroworld concert in Houston. You know, at the moment, day one,
Yeah.
sold
Day
out.
one.
Yeah, there's like 3 days or something. Like completely sold out. You know, packed to the brim, and you know, people jump the fences and classic festival shit. So they're way over capacity. And obviously there were some acts before Travis Scott, and no one but then when Travis Scott comes on, like people unironically like started getting crushed, like heart attacks, like loads, like something like 8 or like I think 11 people have died confirmed so far on this first night.
Wait, they actually
Yeah, like,
died?
They're
What are you
dead.
on about,
They're
mate?
dead. Yeah, it's not that
What the
funny. It's not
fuck?
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they're
died
dead.
of what?
Death from being
What
in
did
the
they die
front
of?
row. They were all everything was pushed towards the front row, so they got crushed.
Yeah.
They got crushed to death.
Jesus.
Yeah, some people have had heart attacks, and like Travis Scott was told in the middle of the performance, like people are like having CPR and shit done, and apparently allegedly, what he said was like you guys know what you signed up to do when you came here. Nothing's gonna fucking stop us. And he kept going.
So base.
What the fuck?
That's kind of sick, actually.
Some kids are dying in the fucking crowd, and he kept fucking going.
It is kind of funny that he does that, though, because these days when you listen to musicians talk about anything, it's like some punk band that's like, here's why you should vote for Biden. They're like some like fucking annoying like fake counterculture. It's kind of funny that the musician just says like, yeah, die at my concert.
No, Travis Scott doesn't give a fuck. No, dude, earlier, like what, in 2015 or 2016 or whatever, Travis Scott had a concert, and like he yelled at the crowd. He's like, jump over the barriers. Like, you know, he told everyone to like start like fighting each other and like going and like attacking security guards and stuff. He told them to do that, and then he got criminally charged for that because he like incited a fucking riot or something. Like,
Dude,
doesn't Travis Scott have a song like called "Highest in the Room" or something,
Probably.
where he's singing about like getting fucked up in a place like that and trying to make it out alive?
Yeah, probably, man. Yeah, no, Travis Scott is hardcore.
At a concert like that, can you imagine how many on gods and for reals are getting thrown around right now?
On God, bro.
Wait,
on God.
so there were kids that died?
Yeah, a 14-year-old died.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
Hey, yo,
sad,
this
man.
bitch died for real, no cap.
14.
Yeah, 14.
Damn.
Obviously, he must have snuck in because this would have been like an 18 and over event, I'm sure.
I saw an article title like about it, like a headline title, and it was like, pregnant Kylie Jenner okay as 8 people die at Travis Scott concert. Like the most important part was that she was okay, not that 8 people died.
There are all these perms on the floor, and you're focused on Kylie Jenner.
Oh, look! It looks like they've
Perms on the floor. Dude, they got those fresh side cuts only to get fucking dabbed on like that, bro.
That's all that's left on the floor. Just
Remember like blood on the dance floor? It's just like perms on the dance floor.
Jesus. Oh my God.
It's not bad at all. I thought it was going to be something exciting like the Vegas shooting or something crazy like that, but it's just like overcrowded.
Well, like
you know?
Dan Bilzerian like going up to security guards and he's like, hey, hand me a gun.
Wait,
hey, I'm
what?
on camera right now. Give me a gun.
Yeah, dude, that was
He's
fucking
like, yeah,
nuts.
let me snipe this guy across the fucking bro. Like he's trying to like he's like, so this is what Dan Bilzerian had planned at that crowd. Like he goes up to the security, he goes, "Alright, give me your pistol. I'm gonna fucking snipe this guy in this one window at this hotel, like
he's like, I'm a
5
Navy
miles
SEAL.
across from me."
I'm a Navy SEAL. Give me a gun. I'm a Navy SEAL. I'm a
I
policeman.
paid
He's like, let me
Navy
just
SEAL.
let me just start shooting at these hotel windows with a fucking pistol. I might land one.
Dude, his fucking Snapchats on the day was so funny. He had this Snapchat where he was like, "Oh my god, dude, guys, this girl's head just got popped right the fuck next to me." And like on his Snapchat, there was like a fucking sticker for his like weed company saying like use code
Ignite.
Bilzerian or some shit.
Ignite. Use code fucking dead girl.
Can you imagine that?
forgot that
Imagine
he
if
was
that
there.
guard, imagine if the security guard gave him that pistol and he starts firing at the hotel and there's like people at the hotel, they're like, what the fuck is that noise? And they're like sticking their heads out the window to like see what's going on. And you just see Dan Bilzerian like pointing like an M9 at you. It's like,
If only he could have drawn attention to the fact that it was a Saudi CIA gun running operation that was going on out of that hotel room, but whatever, you can't win them all. So nervous laughter, intense.
like wasn't the gun used like a proper like military LMG or some shit?
Who?
The that
No,
Las
he had a
Vegas
machine. Yeah,
shooting.
he had a fully automatic rifle, I think. Right?
I thought it was wasn't it like a
there was
full-on light
more.
machine
There was
gun?
more than one, dude. There's a lot of question marks about the Las Vegas shooting, which we still don't know about. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
There
to this
had
day,
to be
there's
more
still
than
no
one
fucking
dude.
motive by the
Yeah.
FBI.
It's just a Fed that didn't get the call.
Yeah, apparently.
They'll dispatch 20 FBI agents to investigate a piece of rope that a race car driver thought was a noose in a garage, but they all can't put their heads together and find out why a guy shot up a crowd of like hundreds of people, even though
Yeah.
I'm sure there was ample evidence, but it is what
Yeah.
it is. So, but enough with that. We're like, every time we keep trying to get back to center, it's just like, and veer off into
Yeah.
talking shit.
Yeah, yeah. it's fucking-
Oh, you know what I was
bananas.
listening to the other day? It's really fun to like listen to it in relation to being absolutely irresponsible and a retard with my investments. Have you guys ever listened to Dave Ramsey?
Yes. Beans and rice. You gotta eat beans and
Dude, I
rice.
tuned into a show like
50
2
years
days
of your
ago, and
life.
it made me see so fucking much, dude. That guy just.
Why?
It's like, what age does he think he fucking lives in? He thinks we're still in the 50s or some shit, where like people love their jobs and you have to save like $5 a week to make it or some shit.
To make
You
it.
have to
To
remember,
make
It'd be funny
where
if
he
started
comes
saying
from.
that.
Where he comes from, he's getting paid absurd amounts for blue collar work, like for a blue collar job, and you just pop it into the S&P 500 and it will 100x within like 2 years.
I will say though,
I think the biggest distinction that he doesn't understand is that in this modern day and age, when you're young, you really have to like take ultra high risk, and
Yeah.
when you in this modern day and age, you really only have like a small window of like 10 or so years to make it, and if you don't make it in that window, you're pretty much a wage slave. Like,
You know
that's
what?
all
Do
you
you wanna
have
just-
to make
Do you
it.
want to challenge Dave Ramsey live on air right now?
I would just
Hey,
like
Dave
go
Ramsey, I
fucking-
know you're watching this right now.
watch him come on and just whip Tyson's ass. Like Tyson just gets scared as shit.
Dave Ramsey, here's a challenge from the Pink Boys to you, okay? The $100 challenge, all right? We each get $100. We have to turn that into 100K.
Yeah, I will lose that. That won't happen.
All he has to do is just wait it out in like, in like 100 years. I'm sure.
Yeah,
it'll be
just
wrong.
put it
Oh,
into
it has to be
Bitcoin
within
and
our
wait.
lifetimes.
And Tyson would lose it on a short like instantly.
Make that 66 liquidation emails, not just 65.
Yeah, exactly. But it's so funny though when people call in on his show, the guy will just be like, kind of have a southern accent or whatever. He'd be like, "All right, I got a wife and 2 dogs. I got a motorcycle, a boat. My mortgage is $2,000 a month, and I make $40,000 a year. What do you think I'm doing wrong?"
First of all, you need to put both your dogs down. Sell the parts to a Chinese restaurant, and you gotta eat beans and rice and put all of the savings that you got from selling your dog, it's all his organs, it's all his body parts, put it into the S&P 500, give it about 50 years and you'll be retired. Trust me, when you're 65 years old, you'll be chilling on that beach and you'll be like, yeah, I'm glad I listened to Dave.
The worst thing is about he'll talk about like the best down payment for a house is 100%. It's like, who the fuck?
Like, Jesus Christ.
An average house in a livable area in America right now is like 500 grand at least. So it's just like, do you really think that's what people are doing? Like you said, Tyson, it's not the 50s anymore where a house is like 20 grand and you save for like 10 years and you pay cash for your house or something like that. Like, it's a completely different world now and money moves so fast. Like, my fucking tomb just printed off my fucking graveyard thing and I just made money while I was talking. Like, it moves super, super fast now and you can't just be stuck behind. But at the same time, I really wish I had like the constraint that he describes with my money. I'd probably I don't know. I'd probably be a little more
bullshit as
stable.
Well, I want to
really.
say
You
two
think that's
things. Like,
bullshit?
even outside
Yeah.
of crypto, even like trad markets outside of crypto, you still have to be on pace. You still have to be quick with it. You still have to take high
Yeah,
risks.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
other thing I want
I'm
to say
so
is you have
sick
to
of, like,
also
people-
remember.
Oh,
Go
sorry,
ahead,
go ahead.
Tyson. You're sick of
Go on,
people.
Tyson.
You're about to say
No,
something racist.
I'm just sick of
Yeah.
people saying like fucking you have to skip that $10 coffee to save money and put it into your mutual fund. It's like how shit do you want to make life living?
Yeah.
You know, like
No,
I
but
need my
Tyson,
fucking
you
$10
have to
coffee.
remember.
If
You
I
have
don't
to
have it, I'm
remember
gonna
the
fucking kill
audiences
myself.
he's. You have to remember the audiences he's
Wait,
speaking
what
to
kind of
here.
coffee is $10? What the fuck?
Coffee's
Grande,
$10.
tall grande frappuccino with whipped cream and
I've never
I
tasted
didn't-
coffee.
That-
in
That's
my
a
life.
nice
Alright, you're
shirt.
gay,
That's
we
a
get
nice
it.
shirt, Tyson. Do they make it in men's sizes? Holy shit, dude.
That's a nice shirt. Did your husband make it for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your husband want to come out and get on the podcast? Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you want to make it, you have to do a fucking Spider-Man cage match.
Come on. I mean, surely just like a flat white coffee, like that's all you need, not some whipped cream, like, you know, like,
I'm gonna say
oh, I do
Oh,
the
come on,
washing.
just
and-
make it
hot coffee is
yourself.
trash.
Yeah, I make coffee myself every
Hot
morning.
coffee is trash though. Cold
Okay,
coffee.
okay, but guys,
superior.
okay, I'm gonna reel this back in. You have to remember
Oh,
the
you are.
Yeah, you are Ari.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, you know what?
The voice
Fuck
of
all of you.
reason.
I'm reeling it in right now.
He's reeling it right the fuck in.
I really want to make. I really want to make this point though.
Okay.
You have to remember, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything or shit on anyone. This is just a fact in life. Most people are financially illiterate. They don't teach this stuff in school.
So are you.
Or...
Yeah, you are still.
Me
yes,
too.
I am too. Parents don't
We're
teach
different
this.
kind.
Schools don't teach this. A lot of people are financially illiterate. And what Dave Ramsey is giving out as advice, it's not really that bad. All it is,
No,
it's
it's
just
good.
slow.
It's good. It's
slow.
very conservative. It's very conservative advice.
I wish
Like
yeah.
like no one comes in, no one like calls in. He's like, Mr. Ramsey, I want to be a millionaire. Like they're not calling in for that. They just wanna not struggle. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is interesting though, because like if I earnestly listened to his show when I was 18 and took his advice, I would probably like it would be I wouldn't. I don't really know exactly how to word this.
Use your words, Moyer. Use your words.
Yeah. If I earnestly took his advice, I would be a lot more stable. I mean, I ended up just getting lucky with crypto anyways, but I wouldn't have even had to think about that if I were just a financially stable, literate person, but I wasn't. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
I
just
mean,
how
like,
it goes.
it's like his philosophy. It's just based on the idea that you retire like 65 of like 1 or 2 million, right?
That's
It's
the
like,
one thing I fucking hate.
It's like
Yeah,
at
yeah,
65,
that's true.
just kill me at that point, you know? It's not worth
Dude,
it.
I want to die at 65.
Dude, I think the concept
I don't
of
want to retire
retirement.
then.
Yeah, that's a little soon.
Dude, when I'm retired, I want to be able to run around and play tennis with my bros, that kind
And
of
have
shit.
sex with
Yeah,
women.
I get.
Amen,
You can do that at 65, but it's
Just
it's
barely.
nothing like doing that when you're 25 or 35. You know?
Like, why can't you like live your retirement in your prime years and then work until you die? Like, why can't it be the other way around? That's what I
I
want
would
to know.
love that.
Ooh,
Oh my
well,
god,
that's
that would
what
be so great.
generational wealth is for.
Yeah.
Well,
this
the
is
thing
true.
that I was thinking about is like, why does everyone make such a big deal out of retiring? Like, all you have to do is make sure that you own your house outright by the time you're like 60 or 70, which is very easy to do with a 30-year loan or whatever if you rent it out or something. And then you don't need savings because then Social Security checks just come in. It's like, what do you need like that extra $2 million for when you're retired? Like, I don't know. You're a fucking
I think
old.
Okay, maybe we should define retirement.
What?
Let's define retirement first.
But you're old. Who cares if you're doing fun shit? Like, it doesn't matter. You're an 80-year-old guy walking around Italy. No one fucking cares. You're not young, and you're not.
You care.
But to get to that stage though, you have to sacrifice so much fun when you're young. So it's not worth it. in
Yeah,
my opinion.
exactly.
It's
I
not
don't know.
worth it. I'd rather just spend it all when I'm young and then live off Social Security.
I'll either be a millionaire in a couple of years or I'll be hanging from my fucking garage rafters. It's one of the two
Dude, I'm
options.
fucking with you, bro.
Yeah, I'm on that train as well.
I'm just gonna back out of this impromptu suicide pact. And just, like, that was not premeditated at all. It's just 3 men agreeing to die within the next year. So I guess watch the space, right?
Yeah, watch this.
You know what would be
fucking
funny?
space,
You know
bro.
what would be funny? If you hit 75 and then you just start doing like hard drugs, like you start doing meth and heroin. And all that
I'm gonna do all that
Isn't
stuff.
that what McAfee was doing?
Yeah, he was a bit loose.
Yeah, but
Like,
I'm
he
gonna
was
do it
making-
without getting shit on.
Like, you see his Twitter, he's making arguments about how like taking meth is healthy, so long as you're like balancing it out with the right amount of
Yeah,
vitamins.
man,
and stuff.
it's a really good weight loss drug, man.
Yo, let's go.
Well, it is, yeah.
Let's binge on KFC and meth.
You know KFC? Did you say KFC?
I love
Yeah,
KFC.
KFC
I had a
and
pizza
meth.
They have-
yesterday
they
for
don't
lunch.
have that double down. I want to go eat that again. The
Maybe
double
in
down.
America. But
It's
they have
not
different
good.
menus all over the world, man.
That's true.
It's really
That's
not
cool.
that good.
Do you, like, for example, do you have Zinger boxes at your KFCs,
Fuck yeah.
Moyer?
I don't know what a
Well,
Zynga box is.
Dude, I haven't had KFC in years now.
Zinger Zinger box. It's like very it's very Australian, New Zealand. It's like the go-to. Yeah, no, it's so good. It's so good.
G'day, mate. Can I have a Zynga box, please?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well,
Yep, coming right up, mate. Yep.
at least
like
I don't
the,
get
second.
fucking shot or stabbed in my country, so shut up.
Dude, you guys are missing
Fair
out.
enough.
Zinger boxes are fucking.
Yeah, okay,
you know,
well, I'll throw acid
That's
at you,
like-
so
Ah!
I have a spray ball. What are you going to do about that?
I like the Nashville Hots at KFC. They have really good
Ooh,
Nashville
I wanna try
spicy
that.
chicken. But
Yeah, I
just
want to go to America and try all the different fast foods. Like, I think that'd be so fun.
Dude,
Hell
I've
yeah.
been eating so well lately, and I had McDonald's today. It was so fucking good. McDonald's is so good. Oh my
I love
god.
Macca's. Macca's is so good. Oh,
I can't wait to make it and just work at McDonald's. Oh, I think about it every day.
You're gonna
real
run
quick,
a rope. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna roll up to McDonald's in like my Lambo and put on the captain.
Yeah. Wait, do you know how much
Just,
the
like,
wages are
just
gonna
making
hate
it and then
you?
working at Macca's and then just going off on like some retarded customer. God, I would love that.
That's literally my life goal as of now. So
Oh, come on! At least do like a coffee job, like be like a what do you call that? A cafe guy, like people that make coffee.
a barista,
A
something like
barista,
that.
yes, a barista, yeah, at a comfy little
A baron,
local,
a coffee baron.
and Baron.
a comfy little local coffee shop that or a cafe, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
That's comfy, but McDonald's, I don't know about that. You're gonna
No,
have
I wanna be
wages
in
all
the
around you,
trenches.
sweating. You know how their uniforms don't even have pockets? Like you can't carry your phone around.
Really?
I'll be around hot girls and the smell of French fries.
Dude, at my job, it's weird. It's so weird. There is you know, like the average of any, like, if you take every single girl in the world, their average attraction would be a 5, right?
Hmm.
At my job, there is like the average is like a 7.5 or an 8.
See, that's
all,
not
yeah.
fair.
all the girls working there. It's fucking insane.
They're just
like, it's-
torturing you all day.
It's so.
Are you
so,
working at like a posh grocery store?
Yeah, I work at the very posh grocery store. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
They're all
You're living
private
the
school
dream,
girls.
alright.
They're all private school girls. From like the local private schools. And
Dude, I
stuff.
used to work at one a couple years ago, and all these MILFs would just come in and was so keen.
Yeah, when I was a
Reminds me when I
bartender.
lifeguarded and it was all just moms. Oh my god.
When I was a
had-
bartender, the MILFs. Oh my god.
I didn't know you're. What do you? I didn't know you were a bartender. What
I
do you
used to be.
have?
No, that was years ago. That was
Since
years
when,
ago.
Ari? Holy shit,
That
that's
was
new.
years ago. I've told you this before.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
This was pre-chain link, early chain link as well.
You were probably
That's when I
happier
was-
then.
Yeah,
I was
probably
so much
was.
happy.
Just real quick.
Actually, let's not go into that.
Yeah, we'll shelf that for another time. Real quick, just to circle back on that Dave Ramsey thing. There's one of my buddies that I talk to at work that's a much smarter, more responsible person with his money than me. He told me, he was like, why do we even put money in our 401ks when we could just take that money and just put it into crypto right now? And I'm kind of like, that's a really
You
good...
forgot in 2018. That's why.
Well, legally in
What?
my country, I'm not allowed to. Like, I legally have to put money into my
Yeah,
401k.
same.
Your
Are you
version of the
serious?
401k. Yeah, I have to. Well, I think that's a
Damn.
good thing because it's like it forces people
Here's
to be
why it's a
responsible.
good thing.
Because it forces people to be responsible, and it's like you will retire at 65. Like, and this is the government making sure.
I think in New
Like-
Zealand they force us to put at least 5% every week into it.
Yeah, and then and also it forces your employer to match your contribution.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I wish more companies did that here.
Yeah.
That's
So it's a good
interesting.
thing. I mean, Australia, like for as fucking autistic as we are as a country, there's some really, really good social stuff, like social programs like that, making sure people can retire, like healthcare, but things like that. And it just goes to show that Australia is the best country on earth, and all you guys are just
Okay.
fucking losers.
Oh, you guys have
Well,
a free HRT
Yeah,
as
but
well.
this is also the same country where you can die taking a piss because a spider's just gonna jump on your knob and be like, "G'day, mate."
That's a meme, bro. It doesn't
It's a skill
happen.
issue.
I would put up an argument against socialized systems
Healthcare?
like that, but ours
Oh.
are so corrupted from the top down here in America. It can't be much better than what you have or worse. So it's, just kind of
pretty good here.
Why,
It's pretty good
why
here.
would I argue for an inherently corrupt system run by top whatever percent of people on boards? So
Yeah.
over people's health, but it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, you guys got anything else to add in there? But I think that's pretty
that's
good.
it.
I think we've
Let's
learned
just
a
say
lot today.
Australia
Yeah.
is a meme. That's all I have to say.
I want I to make me a Moscow Mule. That's what I want at the end.
Yeah, I
of
want to
this.
make me a classic margarita, Ari.
Yeah, salt on the rocks, my dude.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
You know what? When the run's all over, and I say run, I
We're
mean
all
bull
in
run.
Thailand. We're in Thailand.
Give me the
Yeah.
Shapiro
in
special.
Thailand. I'll hold you guys to
I
that.
look forward to that. I
Shapiro
look forward to that.
Actually, I don't drink. I'm
Alright.
anyway. Yeah.
All right, you know what? Actually, why don't we have Ben Shapiro sign us off? Ben Shapiro, go ahead.
Fuck all of you.